it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the ride or die makeup tag that I saw Jaclyn Hill do a couple days ago, that she encouraged everyone to do this tag and to have fun and share your best and favorite makeup products. And so that is essentially what this tag is. It's my favorite holy grail ride or die products that I could not live without, and that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. My favorite products from every single category. So let's go ahead and get started because there's going to be so many items since I'm picking something from every single category. So as far as primers, I'm going to start off with the stuff that I put on my face at first, and that is primers. And my favorite primers ever are seriously the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizers, and the one that I love the most is the Base Mattifying Primer, and this is the dark gray tube. However, I've got the yellow tube, the pink tube, the blue tube. I really want to get the smoothing one, but these are my absolute favorite. I love it. This is my favorite mattifying primer since I do have combo skin. I just love these. These are so good. A little goes a really long way, and they feel really nice. They last a long time. I feel like they help my makeup, and like I said, this is my favorite mattifying primer, and they have something for everyone. If you have dry skin, they have a hydrating one. If you want luminosity, they have the blue and the pink one. If you want a little bit of radiance, they have yellow. They have all sorts of things, or all sorts of primers, and for every single type of skin type out there. So that's why I love these so much. And then as far as my foundation, this was so hard because there are so many foundations that I absolutely love, but most of the time I really enjoy just a matte or semi-matte face or finish to my foundation. And so my favorite holy grail that I decided was between this or Marc Jacobs, but I think this is my Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I love this one. I love full coverage foundations. I like matte because I have combo skin, and I like something that's really long lasting, and so it was between this and the Marc Jacobs one, but I find myself wearing this one a little bit more, so that's why I picked this one. I love Tarte, but I also love the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. That one was a close second, but this is a really great foundation. So full coverage. It's what I have on right now. It just makes me look flawless, and I just absolutely love it. So then I was going to do concealers, which I'm going to do, but then I decided correctors were such a huge thing in 2015 and 2016 that I decided to throw in some correctors. And as far as my favorite under eye dark corrector for really dark circles, my favorite ever is the Becca Backlight Targeted Color Corrector in the shade Papaya. You guys saw months and months ago I did a review on these products, and I love them. I have the pistachio shade for redness, and I also have papaya for really dark circles, and this is seriously my favorite under eye corrector. It conceals so well as far as really dark circles, and it's just really great, and all people can use this regardless of what your skin tone is, because I bought this when I was really fair. It still works. I put it underneath my foundation. It looks great. And then the other correctors that I absolutely love are the Naked Skin by Urban Decay Color Correcting Fluids. I have every single one of these. I adore these. They're so nice. They're just as wonderful as the concealer, which I'm going to talk about next. And they are just so hydrating. They feel really great, and so I love them. I think that the Becca one is better for covering up really dark circles, but I love these shades for all different things. So the yellow one helps to bring light to the face and cover up some mild redness. I have the green one. I have the light orange for mild dark circles. I love these so much, and so these are my absolute favorite color correctors of all time. And then the Becca one is my favorite really dark circle color corrector of all time. So then my next one is concealer, and this was another category that was really hard to choose because concealers might be one of my favorite products besides foundation. I love concealer. You can do so much with it. You can contour, highlight, you can brighten up underneath the eyes, you can conceal acne. There's so many different things you can do with concealer. So I have a lot of concealer. I have a lot of concealer, and it was so hard to choose, but the one that I think is my ride or die that I absolutely love, if I had to use this the rest of my life, I would be completely satisfied and happy. And so this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I really love this. I kind of wanted to pick the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, but I definitely have been using this one the most and the longest, and this one has been my favorite for over a year or so since I've had it. And so this is the one that I go back to the most because I feel like it gives me really nice full coverage, but yet at the same time it's moisturizing and hydrating, and it's not too luminous, but it's not too flat matte. It's just kind of in between, and it's perfect. So this one, definitely my favorite concealer of all time. And then as far as setting all of that, whether it be my foundation, concealer, correctors, I have two powders that I absolutely love. For setting underneath the eyes, my favorite of all time, my ride or die, is the MAC Studio Fix, and I have two different shades. The one that I use the most is NW10 because you guys know I'm usually really, really fair. At the time, right now, it's summer and I have a really nice tan. Like, oh my god, I'm so excited. It's probably the tannest I've ever been staying in the country and not like, you know, going on my honeymoon or something. So I do have a couple shades of this to match me, but this is the one that I use the most because typically I am fair. And I just love this for setting underneath the eyes. It has a nice like medium to full coverage, so I feel like when I use concealer, it just finishes everything and seals the deal and just makes it really smooth and flawless. It also has a little bit of coverage itself because it's not too thin of a powder, but yet it's not too thick. So this is my favorite way to set my under eyes with the concealer, to definitely set concealer, is that powder. And then my favorite loose powder, which this is a new favorite, but I have not stopped using this every single day for the last couple months since I had it, and it's the best powder that I've ever used. And so this is the new Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Powder in Translucent. I love this because it's really lightweight, yet it's not drying whatsoever. It kind of has like a cream base, but it leans more white, but it's not white like the RCMA powder, but it's not as yellow as the Laura Mercier powder. And it's just really hydrating, really nice, and it gives you really nice coverage as well. And I like it for setting underneath the eyes, but I absolutely love it for setting the face and for baking. It is so lightweight. It has this beautiful sheen. It's not completely matte, but it's not luminous, but it just gives you this beautiful finish. Really, really, really lightweight, and it just feels so good on the skin, and I think it really helps to preserve my makeup throughout the day, and then it's excellent for baking like your contour and everything like that. So I love this powder so much better than any other loose powder I've ever tried. So now moving on to like the eye area, my favorite, which I have used this for probably 3 or 4 years. I love these. If you guys have been with me for a really long time, you know MAC paint pots are my favorite eye primers of life. I have basically every single color almost, and then the one I happened to grab is Camel Coat. This was the first MAC paint pot that I ever bought in my life. It kind of has like a grayish undertone, but I love them. I love Bare Study. I love, oh my gosh, I can't even think of them right now, but Camel Coat. I have Groundwork. I'm totally missing like the two obvious ones that I use the most, Painterly and Soft Ochre. I love these. These are the best primers of life. They have a little bit of a tackiness, but yet they have such good coverage that they really conceal your eyes as well as your veins and all that kind of stuff and give you a really nice clean canvas. So I love these, and they have a couple of shades, like the purple shade that I really enjoy as an actual eyeshadow or being a base to like another purple eyeshadow. Same with Groundwork. I'll use that if I'm going in with like another kind of creamy brown bronzy shade. Those two are like the best combination of life. Like a bronzy cream shade with Groundwork underneath. Awesome. I love it, and it will last you all day. So I cannot stop using these. And my favorite eyeshadow palette of all time, this was hard. This was hard to pick a ride or die eyeshadow palette because I feel like there's a little something in every single palette that I own that I absolutely love. And so I ended up going with the Lorac Pro because I think these are my absolute favorite formulas. It was between this or the Tarte Tartlet and Bloom palette. I love that one as well, but this one has more versatility and more colors in it, which is why I end up loving it the most. And I picked their original palette. I love this palette. There's Champagnes, which Champagnes and bronzy shades are my absolute favorite of all time. That's my ride or die go-to look, is like a champagne smoky eye. I love it. So you have that, you have some mauves, you have some cool tone browns, you have purples, you could do a gray smoky eye. Like there's so much like you could do with this palette. So the Lorac Pro palettes and the formula are like my absolute favorite eyeshadow formula of all time. Like that's my ride or die. And so it was really hard to pick which of the palettes that I actually loved the most. And so I ended up going with Lorac, the original one, the Lorac Pro, because I feel like it's the most versatile, but the Lorac 3 was really up there. I wanted to pick that one too, but I definitely have been using this for years and love it the most. So then as far as like my eyeliners and stuff, I have two. The ones that I use all the time, absolutely all the time, is eyeliner pens. I just find them so easy. I like them better than using a pencil, and I also like them better than gel on a day-to-day basis at least. And so I'm constantly using a liquid eyeliner on a daily basis. I feel like I can't go out without eyeliner. Like I love it. It just defines your eyes and makes them look amazing. So I always use eyeliner every single day. And my ride or die is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliners. I happen to have teal. This one's not my ride or die, but I am currently out of black, and I've there's so many other liquid eyeliners. I'm trying not to go buy it, even though I really want it. But this is my favorite formula. It was really hard to choose. The second runner-up was the Kat Von D eyeliner in Trooper. I love that one as well, but I like this one. This one glides on a little bit easier, and it goes on really shiny at first, but then it dries matte. So I really like this formula. And then as far as my gel eyeliners, when I'm doing a wing like I did today, the formula that I find is the easiest, smoothest, it's black, and it just glides on, and I don't have any issues creating a wing with, is the Maybelline Eye Studio in the shade Blackest Black. I used to love the L'Oreal Carbon Black one a lot, but I find that that one dries out really quickly, and then it can tug and just kind of be hard to create a wing sometimes. So I always end up going back to this Maybelline one. It's fantastic. It's also lasted me a really, really long time. Now, as far as mascaras, this totally should not surprise you guys, because you know probably for the last 6 months I have been obsessed with this combination and cannot like stop using it. It is like probably my most hardcore ride or die out of every single category. I feel like I'm the most committed and love this combination the most. And so this is my mascara combination that I'm constantly using, and this is my CoverGirl, the Supersizer mascara in Very Black, and then Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara, which is really volumizing. So I love these. This is really great for the lower lash line or for priming your eyelashes for false eyelashes. But I also really like this combination because I put this on first, one coat. It's really, really lengthening, and it helps to separate it because it has more of a comb wand. And then I go in with Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir because this one is very, very volumizing, and it looks so good, and I love it. And it's got a really nice thick fat wand, but yet I don't find that it makes my eyelashes clumpy or that I get a excess product or anything like that. So these are my favorite mascaras of all time, and probably my like holy grail ride or die product, if that's even possible. But like, this is seriously my ride or die of life. I love it. So this again should not surprise you guys, but as far as eyebrows, you guys know I am a lazy girl when it comes to eyebrows. Like, I always kind of forget about them. And so the way for me to do my eyebrows and just be like wham bam done in like 5 seconds is the Benefit Gimme Brow. I love this. Benefit is like my favorite brand as far as eyebrows. Anastasia is good too, but I love the Gimme Brow. Like, I continuously always go back to this. I really do like the new Brow Gel. I use that today. I use that a lot, but I always go back to Gimme Brow. It's so quick and they look so put together, and I'll always get compliments on Instagram or from friends being like, oh, your eyebrows look great. And I'm like, dude, I was seriously using the Benefit Gimme Brow. It took me 5 seconds. 5 seconds, and that's why I love it, because I can look polished, they can look pretty good, and they're freaking 5 seconds, and it's gel. I love it. I love it. So then let's see. Next, as far as a bronzer, I don't know if I've talked about this a ton on my channel for some reason. It doesn't really match me at the moment, which is why you probably haven't seen it all summer, but one of my favorite bronzers of all time is the Ciate bronzer in the shade Star Island. I love this, especially when I'm really fair. It looks so beautiful. It has a really nice cool undertone. It's so smooth, like so smooth. It just glides on. It's so blendable. I just absolutely love this to death. Like I said, I probably don't mention it a ton on my channel, but behind the scenes, I use this constantly. I love it. It's definitely a fair girl's dream. Like I said, it's a little too light for me right now, but when I'm fair, oh my gosh, it's so good. As far as blush, my favorite blush, which I probably have, I don't even know, almost the entire collection of these blushes. These are the Lorac Color Source Buildable Blushes. And when I was going through my blush drawer, I was like, okay, these are clearly my ride or die when I have every single color. Like, I rarely have every single color, especially with this. This is an extensive line of like 16 different shades, 12, 16, I don't know. They have a lot of colors and I pretty much have every single color. So that's when I knew that I was like, all right, these are my ride or die. And I did a review when they first came out. I love them. The color range is stunning and beautiful. They are so soft, so pigmented, really blendable, really easy to work with, and they're just fantastic. I love these. And this one is probably my favorite color, and this one is Spectra, and it's such a really nice just mid-tone pink. I love these. Love, love, love these. Definitely my ride or die blush of all time. And then as far as highlighters, this is not going to surprise you. The Dior Illuminators. Oh my gosh, I love these. But since they're not readily available anymore, I do have another option to tell you guys. And so you guys know I love these. The Dior Skin Nude Air Glowing Gardens Illuminating Powder and Glowing Nude. Which let me show you. Glowing Nude. Stunning. And then Glowing Pink. Glowing Pink. I love this. It's such a beautiful color. They have this really nice baked gelée formula, really, really soft. They glide in. They seriously melt into the skin and just look so beautiful. I love them. Ultra expensive. I forgot what one of my subscribers during my Q&A, which that will be coming next week. I finally filmed it, you guys, the Q&A, my answers to that. But one of my subscribers had asked, what is your favorite princess product? A product like you shouldn't spend the money on, but you absolutely have to and love it. And I was like, oh my God, I love that name, Princess Products. So these are definitely my princess product. Like, oh my gosh, they're expensive, but they're the most gorgeous highlighters of life. Best princess product, ride or die product ever. But something that's a little bit more readily available, which you guys have heard me talk about a ton because I've done individual reviews. I've also done the whole which glow kit is right for you, and the glow kits are some of my favorite highlighters ever. I love the formula, very similar to the Dior as far as like they just melt into the skin, and it's not a harsh line of highlighter. It just looks seamless. It's beautiful. It's glowy. There's every color imaginable for every skin tone, and I love it. And my favorite shade is probably Sun Dipped. However, I really like the Gleam kit as well, but I think Sun Dipped is my love. Like, I love this palette, and maybe it's because it's summertime, but this has been my go-to seriously like all summer. But I love the glow kits in general. I have a ton of them, and I love it. I love the glow kits. Could not say good enough things about it. So now I think we're on to the last couple of products. As far as my lips go, my favorite lip liners are the Smashbox Always Sharp lip liners. As you guys know, I'm not super into Smashbox. I have a hard time finding products that I really, really love. Recently I found a couple products that I have really enjoyed, but the ones that I absolutely love, like since the day I've got them, and I have tons of shades of these, are the lip liners. They're really good. I love that they have a twist up top. Like, you take this cap off, it twists first of all, and then the actual pencil twist as well. They are just really nice. They're creamy, but yet not too drying, but yet not creamy where they run. Like, they're just a perfect formula. They have tons of colors. I really love them. Love them. And then this one is probably my favorite color, which is Nude Fair, because I can wear nudes with it. I can wear pinks with it. This is a really great color. Really great line as well. And then as far as lipsticks, my favorite that I probably have worn the most is the shade Syrup from MAC. And this is a luster, and the lusters and the cream sheens are my favorite from MAC. I do love all of them. The matte, I forgot some of the other finishes, but I really love all the finishes, but lusters and cream sheens are my favorite. And so unfortunately Syrup is broken. I forgot what video I was filming with this, but I broke it during a video. But Syrup is my favorite color of life. Like, I love this shade. It's just a beautiful pinky mauve color. I love MAC lipsticks. They smell like vanilla, but really, really light, and it's just a beautiful shade. I have an extensive amount of MAC lipsticks. Like, I love MAC lipsticks, but this is my favorite. The favorite one that I've gone through the most. I've probably gone through a couple tubes of this, which for me, that's a lot, because when you have a ton of lipsticks already, it's really hard to go through one. And so I'm proud of myself that I go through Syrup the most, and it's just a beautiful color, and I love it. So that is all the makeup products. There's 2 sprays that I wanted to mention. I was like, I don't know if this really counts, but I was like, let's go ahead and do it. What are my ride or die like sprays? And so I don't use a ton of setting sprays. Like, I don't know why, I just never feel like I need to. So if I do, it's the Urban Decay All Nighter. I just have a small one of it, so I didn't count that. But a spray that I'm constantly using is MAC Fix Plus. I use this all the time with eyeshadows. Yes, you can use it on your face as well to hydrate. I don't really feel like I need to, because I don't usually go for the dewy look all that much, or I'm not very dry because I'm combo skin. So I don't do it like all over my face, but I'm constantly using this with eyeshadows to foil them, or I love using them with MAC pigments. Like, I use this all the time to create beautiful foiled looks. And then another spray, kind of on a different note, my favorite makeup brush spray that I'm using on a daily basis. Like, if I get like a really dark color on a brush, I literally spray this and then it's gone in 2 seconds. This is the It Cosmetics Brush Bath Purifying Brush Cleaner. I love this. I have been using this for over a year now. The lady at my wedding was using this in between each of us getting our makeup done. And I was like, what is this magic? I have to have it. And so this has lasted me a really long time too. I've had this since essentially when we got back from our honeymoon, and I went to the store and purchased this, like, which has been about a year ago, and I still have like this much left. That's awesome. And I use this a ton. It's so good because it's obviously not going to like clean like your foundation brushes, but it's really, really great for eyeshadow brushes and going in with tons of different colors. This is fantastic. So those are all my ride or die favorite makeup products of all time from every category. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on this tag. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and let me know down below what are your ride or die makeup products. I would love to hear what some of your favorite products are. And if you want to make a video, I tag all of you guys as well, and I will leave some tags down below of who I would love to see what their ride or die makeup products are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!